Hey guys, did you just sell something locally on eBay and you want to prevent eBay local pickup scams?
Yeah, this is a question that we get fairly often about people scamming people who pick up items locally and the transaction didn't, or the shipping didn't go through eBay, so they just claim they didn't get the item.
That's right. Guys, we're Rob and Melissa with Flea Market Flipper, and we're going to give you some great advice to follow for your next local pickup sale that you do on eBay, or if you're in the process of doing one right now, follow these steps and you'll be able to make sure that you are secure and you're protected by eBay.
So eBay just came out with a new thing, a new QR code.
A a new QR code.
Yeah, so that you can now do this easily. Before, to prevent local pickup scams, you would have to go into your app and make sure the buyer said that they got the item.
Yeah.
We would always take pictures of the license plates just to make sure that, like, this is the transaction happened. We got pictures the whole way.
Yeah.
And now eBay just came out with an app in April of this year that makes that all a lot easier.
That's right. Yeah, in the past, you guys, it was very, very iffy if it was going to work by local pickups, because you could not get, you were supposed to have the buyer email you while you were in person, stating that they were picking up the item and they were satisfied with the item.
Right.
Excuse me. So that was how they said to do it. The hard thing was to get a buyer to actually do that while you're doing the transaction. So now eBay came out with this awesome new way of scanning a QR code when you're sitting there with a buyer to make sure that you both are there, you both have your phones, you scan the QR code, and then it's done. The transaction's done. It's completed. You can leave feedback. They can leave feedback. But it's just like a tracking number. Right. You never had proof of shipping or tracking number when you did local pickups in the past. A few things you have to make sure that you do is when you're selling the item and you might not offer local pickup when you're going through your listing, you always have to have the local pickup option clicked if you're willing to meet somebody and have them do local pickup with you. So if it's not clicked, you will not get the option, or the buyer will not get the QR code that you have to scan when you show up, or when they show up to pick up the item.
But you can change that if a buyer messages you and says they're local, then you can go into your settings and change it to local pickup too, as well, not just the local pickup, but to do both.
Yep.
So.
A lot of our listings, I do not set it for local pickup just because I just have never done that. But if a buyer does email me ahead of time and say, do you accept local pickup? I tell them, yes, I do. But now I actually have to go in and revise the item before I do it, so we can get that QR code and we can do the transaction with the QR code the way that eBay wants it to, the secure way.
Yeah, we're going to dive into it real quick. In a screen share, we'll show you how it works. So one thing to note, though, is to make sure in your messages back and forth that your buyer has their smartphone with them.
That's it.
So that with the QR code. So just make sure that they're prepared to show you that code.
That's it.
And just say that's part of the transaction, and it should be fine.
Yep, and always do your communication through eBay. Yes. Even if you get on the phone with your buyer because it's a local pickup, you might call each other and say, hey, this is where we're meeting. Always make sure you do, even if you talk to them on the phone, you reiterate through a message through eBay to the buyer saying, okay, thanks for the call earlier today. I am, just to reiterate it, we will meet at 7-Eleven at 7 o'clock, whatever it is, just so eBay has a record of when you're meeting them, when you're picking it up, and then when you scan it, so it's all legit, so eBay has a record of the whole process.
Yep, so let's show them.
All right. All right, guys, so check it out. This is the item that we did. You can see one below says paid ship now. That one is not, I did not have local pickup included in that listing. The one above it says arrange pickup. That is the one that I did put local pick up in that description. So we're going to go ahead and click on that, and you can see it says scan to confirm pickup. So we're going to hit that. Camera permission. To start camera, please allow camera access.
You don't have the, but you can also enter the code.
Okay, so I can't do the picture of the QR code, so I'm actually going to enter the code right here. Let's do 684238. This is the number right under the QR code. Pickup confirmed. So you guys can see that is how it's done. It shows the pickup is confirmed, and now they can, you have the tracking that you met with the buyer and it was picked up. That is the way that you do a local pickup, and make sure you protect yourself with the new QR system. So
either they have to have the 6-digit code or the QR code with them.
Yep, that they can scan it. So awesome. So yeah, actually they don't have to have their smartphone with them if they bring the code and or a picture of the actual QR code or the code itself. So you can do it either way. If somebody does not have a smartphone, make sure they print that out and bring that with them. So once you do the transaction, you can type in the number. So awesome. All right, guys. Hopefully this helps you. Hopefully it keeps you safe. That's what we're here for, to help in every way that we can. So you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
See ya.